that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I hit a patch of sugar sand while simultaneously engaging my front brake coming out of the Forgotten Angels campout. And the aftermath of that event led me down a rabbit hole where I discovered how easy and inexpensive it was to totally transform the look of a Harley Davidson. Whether you have a Sportster, a Dyna, or Softail, doesn't matter. This information will apply equally to all of those bikes. I'll get into the nuts and bolts of this transformation literally in just a minute, but I'm gonna let my buddy Josh kick off this story.
A friend in need is a friend indeed, and I've got the one and only Kenny Quest's motorcycle back there. Kenny went down on his bike. It wasn't bad. Came away unscathed except for a sore wrist. Oops. And a broken clutch cable. What the heck was that?
It's okay, I know how to fix everything.
Well, hopefully we don't more than there already is.
You can't even tell.
Oh, he's got these big old crash bars.
These things
too,
are
dude.
awesome.
So Kenny Quest, being a man after my own heart, a fellow lecher, a man with laser beam eyes, reckless eyeball, and anything with two legs, a hole, and a pulse. And
What's lecher mean?
lecher? Lecher's what I am.
How do you know these words?
I don't know. I read fantasy books.
Walketh forward and wretchedness.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I'm like sitting here, I'm like trying to
Let me
use
gaze
context.
mine eyes upon yon harlot. Like
Oh,
that.
and so harlot, is that like hot girl?
Yeah, or whore, I guess, but the connotations are hot girl.
Everyone call me harlot from now on.
Kenny Quest, being a fellow harlot enjoyer, we're gonna have Cammy fix his bike.
See, I already know how to do this. We just undo this doodaggy thing right here, and then we just put it right here, and we put it back in there, and then
Well, we gotta take it out of here to this guy.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So let's get you Torx, and you can go pull all those out. Kenny Quest is getting the Cammy
That's why
Bay
you wanted me
treatment.
to come over here. You wanted me to undo all these. I want a power ratchet. Do I go in a star pattern too?
When you're taking them off, not really that big of a deal.
All right. You just said yes and made me feel better. Ooh, I really like these foot pegs. This is like what I was telling you about. I want for the Ducati, like gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that kind of bronze
Yeah,
almost.
like I just like how big it is and like the little.
Kenny's got good taste,
It's
man.
just like it is.
Yeah, Kenny's stuff doesn't come from Amazon.
Oh. Help!
Making me look bad.
Help!
Well, what we're gonna have to do is remove that foot peg. Thanks a lot, Kenny.
Jeez. Oh my God, get in there, man. Okay. Oh shit, you scared me. Oh my God, that shit wasn't going nowhere. I gotta hold it correct. Cause I don't want nobody to come for me.
No coming on Cammy's watch. Y'all remember that?
That's not what I meant.
Adorable.
I don't know how to act with a skirt on. That's probably why I don't wear them, because I'm just like,
I think
I can't-
I think that's how you're supposed
I
to
can't
act.
stop. Like now I know why all these girls are like, like I can't not do it. What's this liquid?
So that's just primary fluid.
Primary. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we'll go ahead and take that completely out. Kenny's just gonna have to adjust his clutch because I don't think we have the key.
I'm playing Operation. I can't like touch anything else. Oh God, told you I knew how to do this. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just dropped it in there.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Operation. I got it. What the? Are you sure you dropped it in there?
There we go.
Oh, holy f! You really
It's
did.
not a big deal. I've done it plenty
I
of
was just
times.
like-
Good thing Cammy's working on this and not me, Kenny.
I know, right? Jesus. Well, if you would have gave me a shorter wrench, I could go all the way down, but you didn't. Here you go. I did.
Oh, it's off.
I did it with my fingers. It's more primary fluid.
Pull it right off.
So do we have to replace that whole ass thing, or do?
Whole thing's is broken.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Are those expensive?
Like the one we got, which is a nice one, is probably like 80, 90 bucks.
Dang.
Where'd I put it? The new hotness, baby.
Oh, damn. Don't fuck up the turret.
I'm gonna try not to, because this is also like a common leak point. Why is this not fitting?
You're the surgeon, not me. I'm just an attendee. Look at the yeah. Down, right?
Cranking it, baby.
Cranking the hung. Hold on, not so fast. You gotta go slow sometimes, baby. Hey! Hey! Calm
okay,
down.
I'm sorry.
Calm down. Don't get yelled at. You go as fast as I tell you to go, sir. It's oozing.
It's an oozer.
Yeah. It's very lubricated.
Right to when it stops, like right when you touch.
Okay.
Now back it off a half a turn. Okay, yep, that should be good. Dude, you're killing it. You got this. You don't even freaking need me.
Oh my God, I do need you. But I feel like every time you do something twice, you kind of learn.
I never learned the first time, that's for sure.
I never learned the first time.
Put it on wrong. Sorry, I should have been paying
Did
attention.
I? What I do? Oh, the little bubble.
Yeah, that goes right there.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Also, I don't own a newer Sportster. All my Sportsters are old.
I know, this thing's bougie.
I know. Dang, Kenny.
Bougie.
Who do you think you are, Kenny?
Well, we have to do it twice. But I just learned something. I learned that the bubble goes over there. Just don't let it happen again.
Our fault. Nothing would have happened. It just would have leaked oil. It's not what. Nothing would have broken.
I know, but we don't want no leaks when we fix something that's not our bike.
It'd be funny. Kenny could make a video at it. He'd be like, "Shade tree surgeon in Caney Bay ruined my motorcycle."
Oh, that would be a really funny video.
In fact, you should use that thumbnail, Kenny.
You should definitely do that. Oh no. Wait, can we do it right? No, we can't. Yeah, you're right. God damn it.
I can't get it around this. No, it'll be fine.
It's really funny.
Shade tree surgeon in Caney Bay ruined my bike.
Okay.
Oh, look at this, a Pan Am for service at Wanderer Motor Garage. What's going on?
You know it.
There she is. Well, let's see. What did Shade Tree get the cable clutch set up for me, or what? What'd you find out?
It was pretty close. I just had to do a minor adjustment over here on the cable, and I checked their work down there. It's good.
So he didn't really break my bike.
No, he didn't.
Okay. He just didn't have the key and couldn't adjust the cable clutch.
Yes.
Okay.
That was probably it.
Well, let's look at the damage that was done with the little accident. So you got the new Bun Kings on. Basically, the Bun Kings covered the damage, right? It absorbed most of the damage?
Yep.
Let's see what else. We fell on this side here. These are new. Yep. Let's see what other damage I had. Oh, right there on the foot pedal. On the brake pedal there. And I got a little bit here. And then right here on the exhaust, looks like. Well, that's with the shock, right? Does that come with the shock?
No, it's just a bolt. I can replace the bolt or just clean up that bolt a little bit so it's not like jagged like that, but there's no issues there.
But if I replace this shock, does that bolt come with it or does that stay?
The bolt is independent from the shocks. If you buy
okay.
the shock,
It does not come with the bolt?
no.
Okay, but I can just buy another,
Yeah. You
Okay.
can upgrade them too.
the bolts?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
There's always.
What's the upgrade benefit?
You can put some chrome ones, some stainless steel stuff,
Okay,
or some stronger ones.
so cosmetic.
Yeah, mostly cosmetic.
Okay, so it's got some patina now. I don't think I dented the tank when I fell. Well, there's a little dimple right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. And I know that we have a dimple over here from when the bars folded on me and I crashed going 30-35 miles per hour and slid. That right there. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's time we get this over to Milkbone and have him do some magic on my tank. What do you think?
He's the guy to do it.
Yeah.
If you're in Orlando, that's the guy to go to.
Yep. How long would it take for you to get the tank off?
I don't know. 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. To get it out of the bike 5 minutes, and then if we need to remove the pump for whatever paint job you're doing,
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Okay.
But the disconnect and remove it is just 2 bolts, 1 connector, 1 quick disconnect for the fuel line, and that's it.
Okay. I say, what do you think? We do it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Because I'm not going to crash anymore, right?
I don't know about that. We'll see.
We got Bike Week coming up in a couple months, you know? I want it to look good. So let's get the tank off.
Get the gas tank, remove the seat so you can access the bolt here, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that once you get the tank back from Milkbone, that you might have some parts waiting for you to install.
That's nice.
And one of the things I was thinking about is doing a tank lift.
It removes, it's not a myth, but it does remove a little bit of your fuel capacity because it tilts the tank just a little bit enough for the pump, because the pickup is not all the way back here. So once you do that, you lose a little bit, but you're ready for that.
Like 1 inch, I think, is one option, then 2 inches the other option.
Yeah, do the 1 inch, because then I got to tuck and hide all the wiring here.
Right.
Got to make good. If you do the 2 inch, I remove all the plastic covers here and I tuck all the wire under the tank.
Okay.
So it looks good.
Gotcha.
Done. Your LED's also done. Yeah, so here you go. It's out. That was easy enough. And later on, we'll see. Oh wow, it's a full tank of gas. Thank you. It's gonna take me a while to get this gas out. Later on, if we need to remove the pump, I'll remove the pump.
All right, so we'll be back after the gas tank is painted for Milkbone and see what it looks like. 4 to 6 weeks? Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do about bike week? I need to have my Snakester ready for bike week. Who's that?
Hey kid, need bike parts?
Excuse me?
Come over here.
Oh, wow. What is all this stuff? Oh, a new gas tank? Tank sealer? Paint? Tank lift kit? Whoa. Thrashing bars? A rear fender? Olin's? Holy cow! No way. Oh, dang. Sheesh. What's this other stuff in here? Whoa. Progressive fork cartridges for the front? I don't know what to say. This is gonna save my bike week.
Compliments of Mr. Hugh Janis. Enjoy your bike week.
All kidding aside, because a stranger really didn't just gift me bike parts. When faced with no tank during bike week, aka my annual vacation, I panicked just a bit. So I opened up my trusty laptop and went tapping on the keyboard doing some Google searches for replacement tanks. And of course I had to get matching fender. I wasn't gonna run an unmatched set. Found me a 48 tank for 75 bucks, an 883 rear fender for 95, and matching front fender for 60, all repops. Then I did a little paint shopping. I figured a little rattle can paint job would be good enough. So I did a search and came across a little site called TSS Paints, the spray source. And they had a whole bunch of metallic fun colors to choose from, and one of them was called Raven Shift. And it looked kind of like Harley's Snake Venom, which is the factory color of my 2021 Iron 883. But with the TSS Raven Metallic, it appeared more purple than my Snake Venom, and I like that. So I added a couple cans to my cart, added some clear, and for 109 bucks, I had some cool paint to work with. Since I did so well and had a few bucks burning a hole in my credit line, I figured I'd look at upgrading the suspension, and I've always wanted a pair of nice Olin reservoir shocks. You know, the ones with the gold reservoirs? I'm thinking they look really cool with the green and shifting purple paint scheme. Plus, we all know how stock sucks, and though I never complained about how well or not well the stock suspension is on an Iron 883, I had a feeling the Olins might be better than Harley's factory rear shocks. Plus, I wanted that rear fender gap that's all the rage in the performance scene. So I saw a post on Reddit on the Sportster page that Öhlins was in the middle of changing out their line and the STX series was on clearance, and Öhlins was offering dealers incentives to buy in bulk the remainder of their supply. The post was a couple months old, so I went to my regular sites. I hit J&P first, then Dennis Kirk, then Deadbeat Customs, all sold out or at regular price, which is near $1,500. I wasn't about to pay $1,500, but I was willing to pay $500. And that was the rumor. I kept searching, and sure enough, I found a pair for $550 and free shipping from a Triumph dealer in New York. Apparently the shocks for a Sportster will work on a Bonneville. Who knew? So I added those Öhlins shocks to my cart. Then I figured if I'm going to upgrade the rear suspension, I might as well upgrade the front and possibly change out those fork tubes to gold accented ones to match the rear shocks. And then I opened up another browser window. I went looking on eBay and found a nice pair of affordable Chinesium gold fork tubes and added them to my eBay cart. Then I started researching front suspension. I was burning the midnight oil too, reading through the forums, and there were all sorts of options being discussed. But the consensus was don't waste time with spring upgrades. Drop-in cartridges are the way to go. I also read that the Legend cartridges were considered too stiff, and the best was divided between Racetech and Öhlins. But with Öhlins, you should really have it done by an Öhlins dealer and a certified Öhlins tech. Racetech will dial it in for you and then ship it complete ready for installation and offer phone support after the fact. I looked at Öhlins and Racetech, but those were way out of my price range. In the forums, a lot of folks went with Progressive Mono Fork 2 cartridges. I looked those up on J&P Cycle site, and though not cheap, they fit better into my budget for just under $300 after my RPM member discount. So now I have a cart going with J&P with the fenders and the front fork cartridges, and they had this feature on Thrash and Supply products at the top of the page. That caught my eye. You see, I added 8-inch risers last year to my Iron 83, which I affectionately call the Snakester. I was running the thick stock Harley bars and wanted something a little bit lighter. It's always a good thing to shed weight on your Harley Sportster, in my opinion. Helps you flick that thing over and back when on the twisties. Anyways, Thrash and mid-bed bars were on sale, so I scooped me up one, grabbed me a Thrash and bag too. It has all sorts of pockets, because I knew after all these mods I couldn't run the Grandpa Leather swing arm bag. It takes away from that performance look that this bike is shaping up to be inside my head. Then I tossed a 2-hole fluid change kit in the cart because we were about to hit 10K miles on the Snakester. Costs were starting to add up, so I was pleased to see a 1-inch tank lift kit for only $16 for what is a bolt or two and a bracket, so I tossed it in for good measure. I grinned a wide smile as I imagined Pedro's face light up with me dropping all these parts off, and we're about 2 weeks away from Bike Week at this point. Which brings up a little side story. Pedro never got my gas tank to Milkbone. We pulled that tank off in early December, and that was a day after the bike was delivered back to me by Shep and the crew at Forgotten Angels. Shout out to David Tyler. Thank you, brother, for helping me get that bike back and getting that clutch cable for me. And to Shade Tree Surgeon and the lovely Cami Bay for the assist on the clutch cable install. Well, it's now February and Milkbone's schedule changed due to him painting tins for his cousin's business, Sons of Speed. Yeah, his cousin is Billy Lane. Anyways, I'm texting Milkbone checking on my tank, and he's like, I never got it. So needless to say, I'm in a panic mode. Apparently Christmas happened, and each year Pedro goes to Maine and takes a break. Then he gets slammed in January and February from folks prepping for Bike Week. So I had Pedro leveraged under the clock to get me set up before Bike Week, and I took full advantage of it. Now he gets paid for his time, he's not doing this for free, but I'm paying a decent rate that I can afford. Benefit of working with the small shop and Pedro. But for what he does, he's in high demand. So I hit the checkout button on the J&P Cycles cart and close my eyes and hope my RPM discount dollars are there to help with the total. And let me tell you, that lift kit, that oil change kit, was free, plus a decent discount off the rest of the material. All that from being a member of RPM. In fact, if it were not for the 10% off and 5% cash back and the annual welcome cash sitting in my account from my RPM membership renewal at $39, I would have been way over budget. Combine the discounts with on-sale items that they promote, like the Thrash and Bars, on a weekly basis, and you have the lowest price for whatever it is compared to any other site anywhere else. I guarantee it. So I highly recommend the RPM program from J&P Cycles. It also works at cycle gear stores and on revzilla.com. There's a link in the description to sign up for the RPM program. If you do, the channel gets $5 for every sign up. It's not much, but if 10 of you sign up from this video, that's a good amount of gas for the old Sportster. So I closed out all my shopping carts. In total, I'd spent about $2K on parts. Adding it to the total build, I'm sitting about $15K total for my Iron 83. And I still have a list of future mods to do, like the 1275 hammer kit, Brembo master cylinder, Brembo front and rear calipers, Golfer rotors, a different sissy bar. Thinking about changing out my Saddleman Renegade solo seat to their step-up seat. Round out the mini Dynabro performance look I'm going for. So I'm not done yet, and I'm hoping that RPM discount will give me further mileage down the road. So with my vacation time scheduled for Bike Week, I was nervous that Pedro wouldn't be able to get the parts installed in time once they arrived. Sure enough, some parts were delayed a day or two, and by Monday before Bike Week, everything arrived that I ordered. Needless to say, it was a tight deadline, and we were overly optimistic of getting the bike done before bike week on the first weekend. But Pedro managed to get everything done ahead of the second weekend, the final weekend of bike week. So early Friday morning, I went over and picked up the bike, and immediately I said, wow, the paint is really green. And then as I started walking around the bike, I noticed the different ways that the sun was catching those tins. And in some areas it was a deep purple, in some areas it was a bright green. If the bike was in direct sunlight of the sun overhead, it was really green, and then in the shadows it was more purple. And then I sat down on the bike, and my God, what a difference in that suspension. That Öhlins really kicked in. I felt like I was floating on cloud just sitting on my bike. Well, bike week was calling, so I got on the road to Daytona, and about an hour and 10 minutes later, I was at the Dennis Kirk Ride-In Garage Build Show. I decided to enter my bike into the show, but unfortunately I showed up 15 minutes before the judging started, so I got the worst possible spot way up front and in direct sunlight. So it really didn't get to show off the paint to the judges. It ended up being plastic Army Man green and still a little bit stock looking compared to the other bikes that were surrounded it. But it was fun checking out all the cool bikes. But I was kind of disappointed in the judging in that in the class I registered for, which is basically stock motorcycle, the winning bike was a Suzuki Gixxer. I think the fix was in. After the show, I headed over to Daytona Helmets to check out the East Coasting guys. They were putting on a show, and when pulling in, I got off my bike, turned around and looked at it, and I'm like, whoa, amazing. The sun, which was starting to set, just hit the bike just right. That Raven Metallic started kicking in, and I couldn't believe it. It was at that time I said, this is a good purchase. So what's next for the Snakester? Well, even though I like the cool paint job, the 48 tank only gives me about 100 to 110 miles of range, and sometimes not even that. If I'm riding pretty aggressive, I won't even reach 80 miles, as I learned recently on a trip. We're getting to the end. Yeah, I see the gas station too. Yep, I just ran out. I'm over. So luckily, I got a reserve tank. Well, hopefully this 1.5-year old gas will do the trick. This is like 0.33 of a gallon, I believe. Hey. A few months later in May, Milkbone was done with my tank. He did a great job. He totally got rid of the dents, and his paint job matched the factory color flawlessly. And shortly after, I had Pedro put the original tins back on. So I really appreciate it. If you guys ever need paint work, give Milkbone a look up if you're in Florida. He does work for Wings Motor Co., does work for Billy Lane. Pretty much if you're building custom bikes or in the chopper community, you know who Milkbone is. So I definitely highly recommend him. And we added a new sissy bar. Put on the Roadster sissy bar from Harley Davidson. It's the one that came stock with the XL 1200 CX. That was the Roadster model that was out between 2016 and 2018. Just enough sissy bar that if I have a passenger, she has something to grab onto besides my hips, or if I have a backpack or something small like my Ben Laurie bag that I just got from Ben Laurie, it'll easily attach to this sissy bar and will hold a bottle of water and some other doodads, so I have a little bit more storage options besides the Thrashin handlebar bag. So this is how you're going to see the Snakester running in videos coming up. All right, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you like Harley Davidson content, be sure you subscribe because I got a whole lot more content coming your way. Take care for now, and I'll see you on the next video, which is right here. Go ahead and click on it. I'll see you there. I promise. Right there. Go ahead and click. Bye-bye.